Expectations were often never lived up to. Life hadn't worked out as he had planned, and now he found himself planning his next score. Oh, the dreams he had had growing up. But life is tough, and as he discovered, earning money can sometimes be tougher. So now he lives his life from caper to caper, stealing from others to earn a decent living. He knows that it's wrong, but he's too far into the life to see a way out. He knows that this life will not end peacefully, but rather, most likely with chains, a prison cell, and even the possibility of his death. But this life is the only way he knows to survive and feed himself. The myth tells us that the young thief named Dismas found himself wandering on the road one night, a few miles outside of town on a cool evening. Dismas and Gestas, his partner, were waiting on the side of the road to rob those traveling by night. The quiet night made it easier to hear the footsteps of those unexpected travelers, so the two thieves lay down silently, just staring in wonder at the new bright star that had recently appeared in the sky. Their daydreaming was suddenly disturbed as they heard the sounds of a small family coming towards them with their donkey. As the family approached the thieves jumped out on the road and demanded all of their valuables. The family, scared by the sudden attack, begged and pleaded with the thieves, telling them that they were fleeing persecution to save their newborn son's life. Normally, this wouldn't affect Dismas. There was something about their story and appearance that moved him. While Gestas simply laughed and barked commands to hand over whatever they had, Dismas was frozen. This wasn't right, he thought. I must let them go through. Not knowing why, Dismas turned to his partner and begged him not to rob this family. Taken aback by this, Gestas shouted at Dismas to get it together if you want to eat this night. Dismas knew that he must not let harm come to this family. Turning to his partner, Dismas offered him 40 drachmas in exchange for the family's safety. Nothing good can come from Nazareth. If the Apostle Nathanael is to be remembered for one thing, it's this line from the Gospel of Luke. Nazareth was a small town that was neither a member of the Pharisees nor the Sadducees, and was full of Gentiles. And because of this, they were looked down upon as impure or less Jewish. The fact that the man claiming to be the Messiah was from Nazareth was just silly to most people. Yet, as we hear in our first reading today, the prophet Jeremiah said just that. God would raise up a righteous branch from the tree of Jesse. But the word that he used in Hebrew, the word for branch or shoot, is Nazar. This is exactly the same word that the name Nazareth came from. Yet they still couldn't imagine one of those impure Jews actually being called by God for anything, let alone being his son. Their expectations were for something far greater and purer to be sent by God. Around 30 years after that chance encounter on the road, Dismas and Gestas met that infant again, this time the moment of their deaths. As they hung on the crosses, it was Dismas that again felt compassion and love for the child he once paid 40 coins to save, 40 being the number in Scripture that denotes a time of testing. Dismas had paid 40 coins to save that child, and now it was his faith in that child that would save him. Dismas, the good thief.